So what we're going to do is we're going to have some fun here, and we're going to the world of wrestling. Now, I will talk wrestling on this show every now and then, but I don't too much because I don't think my audience wants it, but I don't care. I want to talk about it. So Survivor Series is 2 weeks away. This week is AEW's Full Gear. It's one of their big events. AEW doesn't put on a lot of pay-per-views. Apparently, the WWE is not going to do too many premiere events. It's exhausting. So I feel that the day will come where we start to have, where we could have a cross-promotion battle. Because the WWE is no longer under Vince McMahon's hands anymore. And we know Vince lived in, this is our universe. That's why he called it the WWE universe, because he did not care about outside influence, because Vince was never in the wrestling business. Vince was always in the entertainment business. He'll tell you that first and foremost. And I thought one of the coolest things he ever said was, anyone could be a wrestler, everybody can't be an entertainer, and that's so real. So if you watch a lot of WWE, especially recently, and I've noticed that the fans are having a tough time trying, like live fans are reacting a little different, because I don't think they know what to, like, they're kind of like, what? WWE fans have been accustomed to a certain type of performer out there. You know, more of a showman versus like, we're technicians, where AEW was built on we're technicians, we're pro wrestlers, winning matters. Where in the WWE, it was basically whoever could get over has won. Whoever could captivate the audience, sell more merchandise, more TV friendly, wins. So that's what I enjoy. What I like that they're different. Like, you know, sometimes AEW will do something that the WWE is doing and vice versa, and it doesn't hold the same. I think that the angle that AEW runs with Chris Jericho and his sports entertainers is hilarious. I think it's like, it's whatever Chris Jericho should probably run AEW, because his decisions he makes is like, he's untouched. He made Ring of Honor relevant again. Like, Ring of Honor, let's just be real. Like, he almost has the Ring of Honor championship has more weight than the AEW championship, in my opinion, because John Moxley defends it like every week, and it's always out there. Like, Chris Jericho, like, exclusiveness matters. Like, too much exposure just makes it kind of waters it down. So I decided to have some fun, and I put together, if they gave me the pen or the pencil, that's a wrestling insider thing, I would go to Triple H, I would go to Tony Khan, I would sit him down, and I would say, hey, let's do the ultimate Survivor Series match. It's the ultimate Survivor Series. It has to take place 2 nights. That's how big it is. It's so big, it needs to be 2 nights. And to make it even fun, night 1, you would hold in an AEW ring. Night 2, you would hold in a WWE ring. Night 1 would be in Jacksonville, which is AEW's home turf. Night 2 would be in Madison Square Garden, which is the WWE's home turf, okay? So, I took the liberty, I made this last night. I did 18 matches. 9 on one night, 9 on the other night. Let's do night 1, shall we? So, night 1, you would see the opening match for me would be the Bloodline versus the Blackpool Combat Club, which would be freaking amazing. So you could do Moxley, Danielson, I'm just going to call him Cesaro, but I think it's Cesaro, because that name is crazy. Cesaro and Yuta, and they would take on Roman, the Usos, and Solo, not Sammy. I want to see, and I'm going to give it to the Combat Club. I think they would win that, but let's keep moving. The next match, let's get into it. Next match, we would get Cody versus MJF. After that, you got to keep the bangers coming. You would do Britt Baker versus Becky Lynch. Keep the bangers coming. It's Survivor Series, so you need another match. You would do I should do the wins. So I got Cody over MJF. I would go Becky over Britt. But I would do, the next match would be the Jericho Appreciation Society versus The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, and Alpha Academy. I think it works because they're all kind of entertained, they can carry, but I'm going to give it to the Jericho Appreciation Society. That would be a victory. Then, keep the punches coming. A banger, if you will. House of Black versus Judgment Day. I'm going to give it to House of Black. I am, because I think they got that, I can't think of his name right now, but that dude is huge. I'm going to give it to House of Black. And the ladies on both sides of that one. Oh, yeah. And Dominic is going to be there. He's the weak link in that. Even though, crazy enough, Dominic and Buddy Murphy have history from the WWE in the storyline. Because Buddy Murphy was dating Dominic's sister. Crazy enough, how the world comes around. I would do the Acclaim versus the Street Profits. I'm going to give it to the Street Profits. I would do, this is a big one. These next three matches are all main events. I'm going to do the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega taking on the OC. I'm going to go with the Young Bucks and Kenny. Then we would do, this is not even my main event. Because I'm going to put the main event on last, obviously. The Survivor Series match, a traditional Team AEW versus Team WWE. Sheeta, Nia Rose, Paige, Sarah D, sorry. I think it's her name. I hope I wrote that right. Takes on Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Charlotte Flair, and Candice LeRae. I think it's a pretty good match. Serena D, that's her name. Can't read my own handwriting anymore. I'm going to give that, because that's an elimination match, I'm going to go WWE. Charlotte, Paige, last two in the match, Charlotte wins. And then the main event for night one, Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. That one sells itself. Bianca wins that. But you want to see that. Like, those two just going at it. Two of the strongest people in their respectable companies, most athletic in their respectable companies. Put on bangers, as Sheamus would say. You got to see that one. Then we will move on to night. So who wins night one? WWE has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. WWE wins 5 matches. So WWE wins night one. Let's move on to night two, shall we? In Madison Square Garden. So night one, the opening match. Are you ready? John Cena returns to take on Eddie Kingston. Come on. You don't want to see that? The two of them, it starts out, see, Eddie Kingston hits the ring first, was like, I'll take on any of you WWE bums. You in my city. You in the Bronx, son. You in Manhattan, son. He's from Yonkers. I just went straight to the Bronx. But nah, I'll take on any of you sports entertainers. I'm a wrestler. I do it myself. That's the passion Eddie Kingston gets. And then the music hits. Cena runs down. He's like, yo, I may be an entertainer, but I still get it in for hustle. Like, he says his own spew. Match goes back and forth. I'm going to give it to Eddie Kingston, though, because Cena's a giver. And he would see how big that would be. I'm going to give it to Eddie. Drew McIntyre, Adam Page. Just step aside and let them go. I'm going Drew McIntyre. Are you ready for this one? Walter versus Wardlow. Ain't no powerbomb sympathy. We're going Walter. But now we got the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus and his crew, taking on the Death Triangle. That Mexican-style rule. Just leave them in the ring, and it's a banger after banger. I'm going to Death Triangle. Are you ready for this one? This one you promote for months. Samoa Joe, Brock Lesnar. Yeah, we pretty much going to go Brock on that one, even though it's going to be ready. Darby Allin, Bray Wyatt. Come on. With Sting in the corner, and then you get a surprise appearance from whoever the Wyatt 6 is going to be. Probably going to go Darby, because I like Darby, so I'm going to give Darby the W. Plus Bray, another guy, wins and losses don't matter from Wyatt. Jamie Hayter Ronda Rousey. Oh, we're going Ronda all day. Ronda, she's catching that victory. Bayley versus Carmelo. There's some chicanery involved. Sammy Guevara comes out. The Jericho Appreciation Society. We're going to go Carmella. And then that it. Oh, I messed that one up. I went Tony Storm, Liv Morgan. That can't end the show. That can't, even though Tony Storm beats Liv Morgan, that can't end the show. No. What will end the show? This is how the show ends, okay? Fans think it's over, and then, they're just like, this is insane. The bloodline is, they're hurting because they lost to the Combat Club that night. The night on night one, they lost to the Combat Club. There's some stuff going on, some legends. Stone Cold hits the music. He hits a couple beers. He stuns like all like Smart Mark Sterling, all the jobbers for AEW. That'd be pretty cool. But after he gets to the back and the commentators is, saying, Paul Heyman comes out, ladies and gentlemen. And then out of nowhere, an angry Roman Reigns comes out with both titles. And then it hits. It's a long build-up. Roman comes out to the ring, gets in the ring, was like, nah, Combat Club, y'all think it's over? It ain't over. I'm the ultimate champion. I'm the undisputed champion. And then as he's just in the ring, and he's like, Madison Square Garden, AEW, acknowledge me. And everybody in the crowd boos because they got to do the complete opposite. That's just how that. This is the one I'm looking for. And then the crowd goes crazy in Madison Square Garden. They lose it. Moxley comes through the garden with the AEW title. Because he's crazy, he just throws it in the ring. Moxley gets in the ring. Looks. Crazy enough, I don't have Seth Rollins anywhere on there. Get into that. Moxley looks Roman in the face and is like, nah, dude. We're going to do it for those titles. And then, and only then, Seth Rollins comes out. And you get the match, a triple threat. The Shield for the Ultimate Wrestling title, whatever. I couldn't come up with a name because I'm running out of time and I'm freaking out. But that's the Ultimate Survivor Series match. And like any good wrestling pay-per-view, night 2 was a letdown. I don't know how I left Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley off this card. Because this could be 40 matches realistically. You could do, there's so many people. You know what, you gotta say it for WrestleMania, right? You gotta say it for the Ultimate WrestleMania. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching and listening to Downright Sports. It's been a lot of fun. Listening and watching has been a lot of fun. I paused the show, if you must know. To catch Downright Sports brand new episodes, you can download the podcast at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, or anywhere major podcasts are downloaded. You can also check the show out at Downright Sports at YouTube. Now, youtube.com/Downright Sports. You can subscribe and follow Downright Sports on social media at TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook/Downright Sports at its fan page. Listen to the show weekdays from 12 to 1 with new episodes airing on Wednesdays at WDJC-DB DJ Chase Radio. Go listen to the show Thursdays at 8 p.m. at Dynasty Radio NY. Listen to the show Saturdays at 8 a.m. at Fab 94.5 The Hitsz. Saturday at 6 p.m. at Trap Radar Radio. And Sunday at She Real Radio at 12 noon. You can hear the show there. Appreciate all you guys. It's been a lot of fun. We'll be back next week. Pretty sure we're going to do a Thanksgiving show. Got to, right? So have fun. Be safe. Gobble, 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 gobble. And if it snows, please be safe. As always, deuces.